So, preference policing part 2. I wanted to talk about this whole light-skinned women think that they are better thing that you always hear. Like, on occasion you'll hear someone say light-skinned women think they're better. Oh, you know, even when there's a 10 out of 10 dark-skinned woman there, some ugly light-skinned will still think that she is like the shit, you know? But have you ever thought, we're not really taught to compare ourselves to others. Oh no, a girl who has a thing that I wanted entered the room. Now I must think that I am an ugly little potato. Why? I mean, maybe some of us were taught by our parents to appreciate our beauty, regardless of who else's beauty is in the room. Outside of the trends, outside of what is favored by society or not. So whether you have those traits or not, maybe like some of us were just taught like you should just love yourself no matter what's going on. You should think that you should love what you look like. You should think that you are the best regardless of who else is in the room. It's not that you don't appreciate their beauty, but like, why should I put yours over mine? These are the questions that people who are so lost in imaginary competition don't ask themselves. These are people who, if it wasn't skin color, it would be weight. If it wasn't weight, it would be hair length. If it wasn't hair length, it would be hair texture. If it wasn't any of that, it would be outfits, it would be nails, it would be lashes. There's always something. My house is bigger. My house costs more than your house. Oh, I got a better grade than you. The kind of people who think like this with skin tones, think like that with everything. They're trapped in this like constant need to compare what they have to what others have. Haha, I'm better than you because I have this. You shouldn't. It's like saying, like, if somebody got a B, you wouldn't tell them that they shouldn't think they're great because someone else got an A or an A star. Yeah, exactly. That's like saying, I don't know, you know, me and Miss Nigeria are from the same state. But anywho, that's like saying that, I don't know, Miss Venezuela shouldn't think that she's basic because Miss Nigeria did better than her in the competition. Yeah, maybe Miss Venezuela's self-esteem is not determined by whether or not she does well in this competition. Maybe she just has always been taught, yeah, to love herself. Or maybe, you know, some people are a bit like me where you were hearing the messaging but for some reason you weren't actually believing it, and then, I don't know, one day it clicked. You're like, oh, no, I do love me. But that's the topic for another day. These people have not asked themselves why their self-esteem is predicated on whether somebody who they deem as more attractive or more well-off, whatever is in the room. Like, you can't expect people to turn around and think that they're ugly just because someone else is prettier in your eyes. It's not even in their eyes. What? So because someone else is beautiful, I should now wake up and think I'm ugly? That's insane thinking. But like I said, this isn't even about light and dark. This is about people who are painfully because it's insecure people who compare. Alright? Those who feel like they have, don't do that. Regardless of skin tone, race, racial background, socioeconomic background, she thinks she's better than me because she's rich. Or she's just enjoying her money and has never actually thought that. Remember, everything that you think about someone, yeah, without them opening their mouths. So it's not a sentence that you can easily say is insinuated. Almost everything you think about someone, actually even with sentences, someone can say some dumb sentence and now you're out here insinuating the idea that they must think they're better than you or more this than you, when in actuality that's not true. It's just like who they are and what they have. Mind you, back when I was doing up Light Skin Savior, I was parroting a lot of these phrases and it never made sense because it's like, this is not your real life experience. You don't have this whole thing of, oh well, mixed people think they're better than you because like you're just light-skinned black. Like this, like, okay, well, who do you know that was mixed that said it or insinuated it? Not a single living soul. And I live in a place that has a lot of people who are mixed, and actually a lot of people who are light-skinned black. I mean, including the parents that birthed me and one of my older siblings. But anywho, so, you know, like, oh yes, you think she's better than you because she's from here. It's like, we're taking these sentences, we're parroting them without thinking about how true they are for even your own life. Like, you look back, you suddenly realize, like, hey yo, that's never happened. No, nobody ever. Why am I? Why am I saying that? Like, you think you're gonna build community if you pretend that things are true that aren't true? No. But sometimes it takes a while for people to sit back and realize what the hell they're actually saying and what is implied by what they're saying, and think about, is what you're saying actually true for you, or is this someone else's story that you're just parroting? Is it even true for them, or did they just project? I mean, because the place that most people hear this rhetoric from is their parents. Like, somebody's, I don't know, somebody had a dark-skinned daughter and decided to tell her at a very young age, where kids shouldn't even really have been thinking about skin tones and that, decided to tell her, oh, well, you know what, so light-skinned women and the women of all the other races all think that they are better than you, so they're going to make your life hell. And you just run with it, because of course children just kind of run with anything their parents say. So ran with it, never questioned it, and just kept parroting the sentence along. And now they're telling other people that, and everyone's like, and so many people are having this experience to where they really believe it's true. But you know, that's getting a bit too into someone else's experience, of which I can't argue with your experience. All I know is I didn't do that to nobody. So, and no one I know who is lighter complected in general, whether light brown, and nobody I know who's anywhere from light brown to vanilla did that. So I don't know where they're getting it from, but you know, everybody's different. We all live in different places. But like, yeah, nobody has to put themselves here so that you can feel here. If you can't feel here without someone else feeling here, then you have low self-esteem.